Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Billy with Craft and Cake with Billy. I'm super excited to have you guys here with me today. If you are new here to my channel, I would love to welcome you here today. And if you are returning, I'm so glad you are back. Tell a friend. Okay, today we will be making something super cute, super functional, and I believe pretty much anybody could use these. And anybody can make these, so isn't that wonderful? We have a super easy craft for you today, and these are called bookmark beaded dangles, or just beaded bookmarks. So these are really simple to make, and they are so cute. These are some that I have made. We have the pinks, of course. This was actually the first one I made, and it is green, and I am loving this green. Let's see. There's one with some burgundies and blue. I have one with more neutral colors, the tan, and there's a little bit of orange there. That one as well. And then I did another one with green. It might be helpful if I just kind of let you look at them. But these are super simple to make. And if you like to read or if you like to write, you can use them in your writing journals. You can use them in your books that you normally read. Sometimes people have, books by your bedside that you like to read at night. This is just the perfect addition. On this side, as you can see, I have, let me turn a little bit so you can see. These are some vintage books. You guys know I love the look of vintage books. So I made some for my vintage books, just different colors. This one is the black and silver. I did one with purples. I did one with reds. I went crazy this time, guys. So those are the ones that I made for my vintage books. And I thought it would be fun to make some together. So I think we will move this over to the side here so we have some space. And we will get on with the tutorial. And of course, I love the sound of these as well. I love the sound of beads when they kind of hit together and make that wonderful beaded sound. All right, so we're going to start off today with, if you have twine, if you have any sort of like a thinner ribbon or anything like that, any sort of little rope. This is what I actually used when I made the beaded book charms. You guys remember those? If you didn't see that video, I'll link it below. I don't know what it is right now, but I am loving these beaded crafts right now. So anyway, I'm going to pull off about 20 inches, give or take, depending on the size of your book. But on average, I would say at least 20 inches. That way, if it's a little bit too big, you can always shorten your string, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and measure off 20 inches, thereabout. And I got this helpful hint from one of my wonderful crafty subscribers last week when I was trying to desperately thread my beads without a needle. Someone told me to use a dab of glue, and it works just wonderfully. So I'm just going to get a little dab of glue to start, if it'll come out. I'm running low in my art glitter glue, so I had to pull out my trusty tacky glue, and I've gotten so spoiled to my glitter glue. I'm going to have to get some more. So I just took a little dab there and put it right on the ends of your twine or rope. Just makes it easier to thread your beads. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line up both of the edges, and I'm going to make a knot down here, a knotted loop down in the center. Why am I making a knot? I'm sure you're asking. This is just an easier way to grab your bookmark. So I'm going to do a double knot. So that's one, and then two. It doesn't have to be a certain size. Just make a nice little knot there. So it should look like this. You have the loop there, and then the two strands. And I'm going to open one of my beaded bookmarks here in my this is a vintage book. Isn't that beautiful? All right, let me show you why I do the knot. So when you get ready to read your book, you just take the two sides of the beads, work them over to the outside, and you go right back to the last page that you were on. The little loop here is just so that you're able to pick up your beads and just place them, you know, wherever until you're done reading. So it's just convenient. So there's my little loop. And even if you want to leave the little loop sticking out whenever you get ready to read your book again, you can. So you have the little loop sticking out, you know exactly where you are. You just pull the book open, just like that. Nice, right? All right, I'm loving it. All right, anyway, on to the next step. I'm gonna find some, actually, you can do this without the little head pins, but just because I have some handy, I'm gonna open up my little bloom here and grab a couple head pins. These head pins can be found at any craft store. They have the longer ones, they have the shorter ones. It's totally up to you what you want to get. I will say I go crazy with the beads, so I like the longer ones. Also, another nice thing to have would be these fillers, spacers. These are good to go between your beads. All right, since I have some beads convenient right here, I'm going to go ahead and start putting, nope, I'm sorry. Forget that. I'm going to do that next. First, I need to go ahead and stick my twine through the head of that pin. Okay, nice and simple. And I'm just gonna tie a knot just so that it stays. Now, I made a whole bunch of these the other day, and when I did, I prepared like about 10 different ones before I started actually putting beads on there. And that makes the process a little bit faster and a little bit more enjoyable. So just a heads up, because it's kind of monotonous once you start to put the pin heads on and then put the beads on, then you have to start over and do it again. I just like to make a whole bunch of them like this, and then after I get done with all those, then I start putting beads on all of them, if you get my drift. All right, so since I have my bloom open and ready, I'm gonna go ahead and sit this down here so you can see the process. I'm just gonna start putting beads onto my pins. There's one. And then how about a spacer? These things are so pretty and they add so much detail to beaded pieces. These are not in any particular order. They're just really, really, really cute. These are some of the flat ones. And I'm gonna put 2 on here. One facing up, the other facing down. Okay. Can you see what I'm doing there? So it looks like that so far. I'm gonna go on with some more beads. Got one there. I try to change them up so I don't have 2 of the exact same bead beside each other. Okay, how about another spacer? And then something small. Just like this. When you start to get to the end, you're going to use your beading tool to turn the end. And of course I did not bring my beading tool. And it's just the needle nose pliers you're going to use. Do not do this. Pretend these are needle nose pliers because that's what I normally use. And I don't have them right now in here with me. So you're going to use your needle nose pliers to just turn the end of that. You can add a dangle or a charm there to the end. And then you're just going to cut off that extra piece right there. Just like that. Okay? Let me move this. So you're going to do the same thing to both ends. You're going to use your head pin and put beautiful beads on it. And when you're done, you will get something that resembles this. You'll have beads on both sides. And they can be used for beautiful bookmarks. Beaded bookmarks. Wasn't that simple? Yes, I love it. So, as I told you before, I have done several different videos using beads and I'm really, really loving it. I will link those videos below and I hope you check them out. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to do so. I would appreciate that so very much. I will link all related videos in the description. Also, be sure you go and check out my She Shed tour. I listed it a couple weeks ago and I wanted you to see the updated tour. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I hope you have a super fantastic day. Take care.